I'm Margaret Koolman from soulastrology.com. This month we're looking at the new moon chart for the moon in Cancer on the 11th of July. These monthly charts have been developing a T-square with Pluto at the top in Capricorn. Parts of the square have been there before, but now all the squares are getting into place. Pluto is about the need to change, and the squares are showing our difficulty with that. And the more strong this T-square becomes, the more we all notice the energy of the time. It's not that we're necessarily aware that that's what it is. But when you speak to other people about how they're feeling in their lives, everyone has a degree of tension, lots of emotion, lots of a sense of pressure, and also a sense that they're not going to give in to the pressure. A sense of new possibilities now, with Uranus and Jupiter in Aries. But Saturn is coming now into this T-square more strongly, and as it goes into Libra again, that will become more and more noticeable. And this is the feeling that the changes that we want to make can't be made, that we don't know how to do it. It's being caught between a rock and a hard place. This month we have Mercury in Leo, so our thinking and communication is liable to be more optimistic, much more open-minded, positive possibilities. And these possibilities linking to Uranus and Jupiter are very much about what we want to do for ourselves. We're all likely to be being a lot more selfish than normal, which is a necessary part of everyone's development. Mercury will be in Leo until the 28th of July, and then it goes into Virgo. So I think this positive possibilities is just a stage that we go through before we actually get on with the work that will manifest some of it. On my website, where I speak of the new moon, there are some comments about the problems that might be cropping up in relationship and perhaps how to deal with them. The new moon itself is in Cancer, near the South Node, also in Cancer. So it's as though the emotions that will be cropping up this month, and generally speaking they're going to be around relationships, will be dealing with the unconscious layer, which stems from birth experience, early babyhood, childhood, and so on. So a lot of old reactions, perhaps childish or childlike responses to things, feeling a lot younger than you normally do. And on the other hand, because Cancer is a dual sign, so the sign of child and parent, the other aspect of ourselves is able to see exactly how things should be. We need to be careful not to give ourselves a hard time. With the Venus and Mars both being in Virgo and Saturn also in the closing degree of Virgo, it's very easy to criticize oneself, which doesn't help at all. Self-criticism tends to end in guilt. And if we don't criticize ourselves, we're likely to be criticizing others, which ends in blame. Neither of which are useful positions. They're static positions. There's no flow of emotion there. The important thing is to recognize how we actually are feeling, even if we feel that that's a silly way to feel. Childish, I've grown up, I've got beyond that. We need to not do that criticism, but just say, this is how I feel, and feel it, so that the emotion can keep flowing and washing away the old bits of experience, cleaning our emotional field so that we can see through it clearly. The emotions, when we express them clearly, actually allow the light through, like transparent colour. The main thing as adults when we come to Cancer is to know and realise that we still have a child within us who needs taking care of, comforting when we're afraid or having just made a ghastly error. When we take care of ourselves in that way, we are able to receive the comfort that can come from outside. If we don't take care of ourselves, we remain in the child state of craving comfort and not able to receive it when it's given. In the end, we all receive the best nurturance from the universe itself, the Great Mother, as it were. It's the universe, and it's our preparedness to go to the universe with our desires, our needs, our emotions, and receive the beneficence of life itself. That open sense of self-respect, realizing that we are here to live. So this is a month for taking care of ourselves and our family members. And to the extent you can do this, expand your family boundaries to include all beings, because all is one in the spirit. There are additional comments on my website. Allow your emotions to be just what they are at this moment. Describe to yourself how you're feeling, emotionally and physically, and listen kindly. Notice if the feelings change as you tell them, and follow the process along. Isn't it wonderful how complex you are, you ever-flowing human being? How do you feel now? What would you like? A drink? A walk? Maybe play a piece of music that makes you feel good? Relax into caring for yourself, for this is how your spirit cares for the character it has been growing since you were born. Comfort the child within you with words your loving spirit might choose, and believe what you hear.